So today's special speaker, whose spiritual life and journey, I'm sure started many, many years ago, but people that have known her since she's right here know how it's blossomed here at our congregation. Man, this thing. At our congregation.
Straighten that out before I get up there.
Good luck. And it's blossomed here at our congregation and in Santa Maria. So I'm very, very proud to be honored to introduce Dr. Rita Conrad.
Wow.
The Dance of the Divines, plural. Yeah.
There are two.
Oh, thank you. You're saved.
Yes. Oh, yay.
Oh, yeah.
So that goes over, I'm going with it. It's going along with the day. You people are crazy. Which is why I love to come here, because then I can be crazy and let that out. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's good to see you all. And now for something serious. So today, as we celebrate Father's Day, it seems appropriate that we explore a theme that is both ancient but now urgently relevant: the expression of divine masculine energy. What it is, how it lives within each of us, and how we can embody it in the balanced, life-affirming ways. This isn't a discussion about gender roles. It isn't about somebody being from Mars and somebody else being from Venus. For those of you who can remember that book. It's not about limiting men to one way of being or assigning traits to women based on outdated ideas. Instead, we're stepping into a deeper spiritual understanding that each of us carries both divine masculine and divine feminine energies, and that there's a dance of these two energies, that a rhythm of being, a sacred interplay happening within each of us right now. Wholeness comes from honoring, integrating, supporting the dance of these two divines. So let's begin first by understanding what is divine masculine energy. Divine masculine energy is often associated with qualities such as presence, clarity, direction, structure, courage, and purposeful action. It's the energy that says, I will stand, I will choose, I will act. It's the focus and the force that builds, protects, and creates boundaries. It's the energy of a steady mountain, the guiding compass, the unwavering commitment. At its highest expression, divine masculine energy is not dominating or controlling. It is not rigid or disconnected. Instead, it's a conscious, grounded, and aligned with love. It's not about power over something. It's about power with someone. And importantly, this power, this energy, is not limited to men. Women express divine masculine energy every day in leadership, in decision-making, in setting boundaries, in speaking truth, and in creating structure in their lives and in the communities. So today we explore how the sacred energy shows up in both of us, men and women, and how we can bring it into balance with the divine feminine. We've inherited an imbalance between these two energies. We've inherited it. It's been taught to us. We've been told it. For generations, many of us were taught distorted versions of masculine energy. Men were often taught that they had to be strong. They must suppress emotion, that vulnerability is weakness, that control is power. Women were often discouraged from expressing their masculine energy at all. When they did, they were labeled as too much, too assertive, too strong. And as I wrote that, I laughed, and I had every one of those labels. These distortions have created imbalances, not only within individuals, but in our relationships with one another, in our communities, and even our world. When masculine energy is out of balance, it can show up as aggression, domination, emotional shutdown, or an obsession with control. We're not seeing any of that right now. But when it is suppressed or underdeveloped, it can appear as passivity, indecision, lack of direction, or avoidance of responsibility. Neither extreme serves any of us. The invitation is not to reject masculine energy, but to reclaim its divine expression in us. There's a joy in that masculine energy. So let's talk about that energy first in men, and then I'll talk about it in women. At its core, divine masculine energy in men is about conscious presence. It's the ability to be fully here. Not distracted, not numbed out, not disconnected, but present with oneself and with others. It's the courage to feel deeply without losing stability. It's the strength to protect, not from fear, but from love. A man embodying divine masculine energy does not dominate a room. He stabilizes it. He listens, he grounds, he creates safety. He doesn't fear emotion, his own or others. He holds space for it. He understands that true strength is not measured by how much he can suppress in himself and in others, but how much truth he can hold with integrity. Divine masculine energy in men also expresses as purpose, not in the sense of chasing external validation and titles and money and all of that, but in living with intention. It asks, what am I here to contribute? How am I going to serve life? What is mine to build, to protect, and create? And perhaps most importantly, divine masculine energy in men includes accountability. It says, I take responsibility for my actions. I learn, I grow, I repair when I harm. That is sacred power. Now let's turn to women. Those of us who deny our masculine energy quite often. Divine masculine energy in women is equally powerful and equally necessary. It's the voice that says no when something is misaligned. It's the clarity that cuts through confusion. It's the strength to take action on our intuition. How often we have these thoughts and then we just let them go by like we don't do anything with them. For many women, reclaiming that divine masculine energy means reclaiming the right to be decisive, to lead, to set boundaries, and to stand firmly in truth. It's the energy that says, I will not abandon myself just to keep the peace. How many times have we told ourselves that? I will act in alignment with my knowing. In a world that has often rewarded women for being accommodating over authentic, the integration of divine masculine energy is an act of spiritual liberation. Woo-hoo. Yes. It's been a long time ago. Took me how many decades? So it allows women to bring their visions into form. Finally, we have this great intuition, these ideas, and finally we're able to do something with it. To not only feel and dream, but to build, implement, and follow through. And when a woman's divine masculine is in balance with her divine feminine, something extraordinary happens. Her intuition has direction. It's not scattered all over the place. Her compassion has structure. Her creativity has momentum. We do something with it. And she becomes both the river and the riverbank, flowing and contained, expressive and grounded. And now we get to how the divine masculine and the divine feminine dance together. The goal is not to become more masculine or more feminine. The goal is integration, not a division of the two, not keeping the two separate. Divine feminine energy is often associated with the qualities like receptivity, intuition, flow, nurturing, and emotional depth. And as we said, divine masculine energy brings direction and clarity and action to those qualities, which is why I had that graphic up where you saw the divine masculine holding the divine feminine up into the air, that, supporting and allowing that freedom out. Without the feminine, the masculine can become rigid and disconnected. And without the masculine, the feminine can become ungrounded and directionless. Together, they dance in this harmonious relationship. Think of breath. The intake is receptive, the feminine. The exhale is active, the masculine. You can't live fully with only one of those. If all you do is inhale, you're going to hyperventilate. And if all you do is exhale, you're going to pass out. Or think of music. The feminine is the melody, and fluid, expressive, emotional, and the masculine is the rhythm, steady, structured, guiding. Without the rhythm, melody just kind of floats along without form. And without melody, rhythm lacks soul. So both are essential. And many of us are not integrating the two of them because when it comes to the masculine energy, many of us carry wounds related to masculine energy. Some have experienced it as harsh, absent, or unsure, unstable, unsafe. Some have felt pressured to embody it in ways that didn't feel authentic. So before we can fully express this divine masculine energy, we need to heal our relationship with it and embrace it. This begins with awareness, like all things do. Notice your reaction to words like these: structure, discipline, authority. Do they feel supportive or restrictive? Do you resist them or over-identify with them? There's no judgment, it's just curiosity. What are you feeling about those words? I used to embrace authority. It made my life easy to know who was in authority and who was I following. Until one day I had a boss say to me, and he was a couple years younger than I was, he's like a savant, he's a genius, and he said, you need to question authority more. And it opened a whole door to open. Of course, you get a lot of trouble when you do question authority. It was a dance. So healing also involves redefining what masculine energy means to you. Can structure be supportive instead of limiting? Can discipline be acts of love, of self-love? And as I push myself out the front door of my house to go exercise and have the discipline to exercise, I do know that's self-love. Can boundaries be an expression of care? Because again, if we don't set boundaries, we're just giving everything away and don't have anything left to give after a while. When we shift our understanding, we shift our experience. How many times have we heard that in Unity? Change your mind, change the experience. So let's bring this into the practical. How do we embody the masculine energy in our daily lives? The first thing is to start with presence. Put down the phone. Make eye contact, listen fully, and don't speak. Just listen. Presence is one of the most powerful expressions of masculine energy, just being. The second is to practice clarity. Instead of saying maybe, when you really mean no, speak truth with that kindness. No, I can't do that. My apologies, but life is full and I'm booked. Instead of avoiding decisions, make them with intention. And the third is to develop structure, to create routines that support your well-being. Follow through on your commitments not as a burden, but as a sacred act of integrity. And then take aligned action, not action driven by fear or pressure or somebody telling you have to do this, but action guided by your purpose. And cultivate those boundaries. Not walls that shut people out, but clear lines that honor your energy and values. In relationships, divine masculine energy creates safety. It provides consistency, it builds trust over time, and this is true regardless of gender. So one partner may naturally hold more masculine energy at times, and while the other one holds more feminine, and these roles shift back and forth. It's certainly how it works with my husband and I. There's times that I'm more masculine and his femininity softens the interaction and the decisions, and vice versa. So healthy relationships allow both partners to express both energies, to be strong and soft, to lead and to receive, to act and to feel. So today I invite you to reflect. Where in your life is divine masculine energy asking to be expressed? Do you have boundaries? Are you taking care of yourself? Do you know your purpose? Those type of things. Is there a boundary waiting to be set, a decision waiting to be made, an action wanting to be taken? Or perhaps, is there a softer expression needed? A more conscious, loving way to embody strength. There's no right way here. The two go back and forth. Let me be clear. There's only the way you're going to authentically express this. Today is Father's Day. And even in my family, even though my dad died when I was young, we still celebrated this day moving forward. But there was a twist to it. As we got into our high school years, we started giving our mother Mother's Day cards and Father's Day cards. Because we recognized she had to be both protector and comforter as we grow up. She was my first awareness that integrating the divine masculine and feminine energies was a balanced approach to life. And even though I didn't know my dad for more than 11 years, I look back and I think my dad was balanced too, because he was a strict disciplinarian. My dad had one rule and one rule only: I don't care what you do, don't lie to me about it. Because the lie would be more punishable than whatever crazy little thing you had done in the process. And so his boundaries were very, very clear. But he also was trying to teach each of us kids to be tough. I don't want you to cry all the time. I want you to, ironically, all four of us cry. We cry a lot. My brothers cry. My sister cries. You know, we cry about things that haven't even happened yet. So he was teaching us to be tough and don't cry. Yet, wouldn't you know it, we discovered that the reason he did that is because if we started crying, he started crying. So he was like, don't cry or I'll cry with you. And there were very touching moments watching Dad, like when he walked my sister into the cathedral the day she became a nun, watching him try to hold it together while he's presenting her to be inducted into the convent. So he had it too. He had both. So as we close today, let's do so with a reflection. So take a breath and let it out. And close your eyes if you wish. Feeling your body grounded and supported in this moment. Bring to mind an area of your life where you feel unclear or stuck. Now gently ask, what would aligned, loving action look like here? Not forceful, not reactive, but clear, grounded, intentional. And let that answer arise. Trust it. That's your divine masculine energy speaking. Okay, open your eyes. In case you hadn't heard that energy for a while, that's what it sounds like. And so as you move forward this week, remember, you're not here to choose between strength and softness. You are here to embody both, to stand with clarity and to act with love, to be both the foundation and the flow. That's wholeness, that's balance. That's that sacred dance of the divines within you. And so it is.